Hey guys, welcome back to the What's Next podcast. Come to you from the Live Well Studios right here in beautiful Monterey, California. Got a special guest for you today too, Mr. Dodi. Dodi's he's kind of like a car dealership here in Monterey, but it's not a real used car. It's like projects. I bought a beautiful car from him years ago, and man, I just have been loving it for 10 years. Welcome, sir.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you.
Pleasure.
How are you, man? It's an honor. So you probably
a good neighbor for many years.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, when I first met you, you just had that little joint over there by the expressway or the highway.
Exactly. Yes.
And since then, you picked up this spot next door.
Yes.
Which must be a storage unit, storage lot.
We need more space, more cars coming in.
Man, I'm a Michigan kid, so I go over there and I wander the lot. I know you guys are like, this guy again? What is he doing? I just love old cars, projects, see what state they're in. I've seen Mustangs and God, everything. You still
you
got
name it, we have
Rollsroyce.
it. Yes.
Porsches, you got almost a full lot of Porsches over there on the other lot.
Air-cooled, an old one.
Beautiful ones.
Yes.
So tell me about yourself. Where would you come from? Where were you born?
Oh, I born in. It's a good question.
Good question.
That's the toughest question you ask me.
Yeah.
That's what the airport always asks me. I say, I have a fake certificate. So why do you have
It's not that kind of podcast,
I said,
man.
Because it was a war zone. So I born between maybe Palestine and other border countries.
Sure, yeah.
So it was a war zone. So in 1966, and that's how my mom was visiting her back in Palestine. But my father, he's in Saudi Arabia, so he was there. And it was she had to get back to her mom, and the war was going on, and that's how we were between there. So basically, I told the airport, were you born stateless? I don't know. But I have a fake birth certificate that said Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, right. That's where my dad came
works.
from. That's all you need to know.
And they just keep telling me, just keep going. I don't want to hear this.
Sounds like a long story.
It is a long
just
story.
Go,
So
right?
They asked me the toughest question in my life. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But thank you. It's always good to see you.
So when did you come over here? When did you come to
I came
America?
here in 1985.
85. From
yes.
Persia?
From Saudi Arabia.
From Saudi Arabia.
Straight from Riyadh to Monterey.
Oh, right.
I thought Monterey is like in L.A., but I never know in Monterey. Just straight to the...
It's a small town when
you
got it.
Little I remember the first place I stayed, Monterey Inn Hotel.
Monterey? Yeah, right.
You never forget the place when you walk at night from flight and you came in, and a friend of mine worked at Monterey Hotel, so he said, I got you a room for 2 days.
Just come on in.
Come on in. And I was like,
thank God, because I got nowhere.
Every time I see the hotel, I said, wow, they took me here at night for about 40 years ago, and I'm still here.
Yep, right. Yeah, there's a hotel up the street there, where the first place I hit too. Every time I drive by there, it's like
you can't forget that.
I remember
one.
sitting there, right? Yeah. Welcome to Monterey.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so beautiful when I got here. Just looking down that street towards the ocean.
Oh my God, yes. And, I grew up in a 100-degree,
yeah,
107,
right.
110. That's nothing.
Oh my God.
When I saw the weather here, I said, I'm not moving.
Yeah, tell me again, how old were you when you got here?
About 17.
17.
Yeah,
so you lived in the heat.
In the heat.
Yeah,
I love the heat. Don't take. But when I saw this weather, this is like heaven.
So you had a buddy here? You had...
well, no, my dad knows someone, went to school here.
Okay.
At Monterey International School, and that's where he signed me up for that school to come in. Yes,
right.
My school, yeah.
So you got into that school.
I got in that school.
Did you speak English when you got here? Or?
You act like you speak English, but I still
fake
don't.
Until you make it, right?
Always you fake out.
Right.
It's like a friend of mine. He said, every time I go and order a hamburger, I told him, the menu is so huge. Why don't you order something else? He said, this is the only word I know, hamburger. That's
funny.
It is hard.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Language,
it's not easy.
No. Yes. But it came by pretty quick. You learn language in the school there?
I went to school and I just learned it on the street. I learned it in customer.
Yeah.
Customer taught me everything.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yes.
So was your family? Did you bring your family over, or
no.
they were still there?
I don't have family. I came here. I remember with my brother, and my brother passed away. Also, a couple
You're so
years
young.
ago. Yes,
wow.
He was. We both young, and we came in, and I got married here, and I have all my kids with me, and that's how life went on.
I think I know. I've met two of your kids. I know your son was the one that pulled my Lincoln out of the garage where it was sitting forever and ever. and he's got pictures of it. He was showing me where they pulled it out of, and that was interesting.
I have 6 daughters and 1 son, but my son is doing a great job. Yes, with the social media and amazing. He's 23 years old. He's doing fantastic.
What a bright kid.
But I told him, please, you got bring in so many people. We don't have enough doing it.
Yeah, right.
What are you doing? He's killing me.
You got to ask for the sale. Close the sale. It's great bringing them in, but close the sale.
I just learned a new word with another friend of mine. He comes every year for the car show with Wayne.
Yeah.
He said, we need to force the sale.
Well, that's a little
How you
strong.
could force this? I said, what force the sale? I never see. I learned a new word from you. You have
Put
to
him in a
force
headlock,
the sale.
right?
Yeah. I said, oh,
Sign the
that's
papers.
a tough one, yes.
So, tell me a little bit about when you were younger. I mean, where did you were in a war-torn area, or what was going on?
Oh,
Saudi Arabia doesn't.
Saudi Arabia is lovely. It's a fancy place.
Yeah,
my dad was a pharmacist, and he was good, so he kept us.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was. He put us in a good school and traveling.
Oh, right on.
No, he was fancy.
Yeah.
So, first class everywhere you go to. I wish I stayed with my dad.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes your dad, I have to get out. That's it. But my history is, of course, he came from the camp, refugee camp from during the 1948 war in Palestine, and he moved in. But sometimes when you have a tough life, it makes you more successful.
Right.
My dad was a genius, like our friend here told me.
Right.
So he was, and he went a very good school, and he got his degree, and he got a good job overseas, and that's where he put him in different position.
Oh, beautiful.
So, like, we encourage everybody, don't be like dodiautosales. Go to school and don't complain about tough life. It make you stronger.
Well, you turned out pretty successful. You got
yes.
pretty good things going on.
For me,
here.
it was an accident. No, for my dad, it was not.
His was intentional.
Mine, it was just Monterey is easy. Yes,
yeah, right. Yeah. So your buddy that you knew here that was working,
well, he was working at the Hyatt. He graduated from that same school.
Okay.
So it was debating. My dad, he told him, what should I send him, England or United States? So he told me the best way to send to the United States.
Yeah.
So I don't even know both of them from Adam. I just follow my orders.
I see, right. Sure.
He always has talented and boss. You have to listen. So he did. That's why he sent me over here, because his friend advised him to, USA will be way open.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up in Monterey.
A little place to land too. Somebody place, there, right?
Yes, yeah. and that's his connection. And that's how I ended up in Monterey.
Yeah.
And it was an accident, but a lot of people told me it's a good accident.
That's pretty good accident, man. Holy cow.
If you went to Oki or some other places, you tough life.
Yeah, right.
At least it's a good accident. Even Saudi Arabia, I grew up in Riyadh, so it's a tough city.
Yeah.
It's not like...
What city is that?
Riyadh.
Riyadh,
That's a big city and a tough people.
Tough people,
so it's not like you grow on the other side. So you always by the ocean, people more nicer.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Something about that.
Yeah.
Just a little more peace in them or something, right?
Even though I do love Fresno and Madeira and all these places.
Sure, right.
I find out they're good farmer, and I love their way of life.
Right. You're used to the heat, too.
They use the heat, yes. By the way, a lot of Fresno people come over here. And I have my ad on Fresno. I love Fresno. Most of my car come from Fresno and Madeira.
Oh, really?
Those places.
Yeah.
Because the real people, like you really could shake their hand and you have a deal with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I come from Michigan, so when I got here, I bought a '67 Lincoln Continental Coupe from you.
Oh, that's beautiful, the white one.
And it's like I haven't seen one of those in Michigan since probably 1975, because they rust away so fast. You come out here, you find something in Fresno, any of these little towns out here, no humidity, they're a little away from the ocean. They're just beautiful.
Yes.
Even 50 years old.
Well, I'm glad we sold it, first of all. I'm glad we find a home for it.
Yeah.
And like you see our shop, we basically we sell a dream.
Exactly.
We sell a dream.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Or somebody's project.
And
of course, that's a dream. You're right.
And that's a dream. I mean, I do sell so many projects, and I was shocked like a year after, he showed me, this is your car. I said, this is my car? Are you serious? This doesn't even look like my car. It looked like brand new.
Yeah. A lot of them, I bet.
And he really complimented, and I do like cars because he said, Dodi, have some health bad habit, and that car helped me to quit my habit.
No kidding.
And it does really, some project, it does help you to focus so you could stay away from that bad habit and get over with better life. Yes.
Just jokingly, sometimes people,
I was going to pause you, and forgive me for the interruption, but I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be focusing my attention primarily here. So I didn't want you to feel like I was being disrespectful by not being able to maintain any eye contact with you.
Oh, I fully understand.
So
I appreciate it.
So this is just primarily between the two of you, and you can
got it. Okay.
not worry about me in the equation.
Okay, thank you. Got it, thank you.
Yes, make sure that everything was cool there.
Yep.
Okay, take a sip.
Where were we? Yeah, I walked over there one day, and you had an old, I don't know what it was, maybe a '69 dark blue Mustang, and it didn't have anything in it. It was beautiful, new paint job, no motor in it. And I thought, oh, that's somebody's project that didn't get finished. Now somebody will pick the ball up and run with that, and it'll be an amazing car. I haven't seen it around yet. I don't know where it went.
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah.
I got to go find that guy.
They're like my children.
I know, right?
And when you mentioned that Mustang, it's gorgeous.
My God, isn't that pretty?
Need to be put together. And you have a big eye to see.
Yeah.
It's how you love a project like this, and you could see it could be done.
Yeah.
And I think we should make a program to invest some money with you. Yeah. Because you have the eye to finish things. And not many people could see this. And that Mustang was gorgeous.
Oh, my God. The lines,
sad.
the
it was
blue,
in pieces, yes.
The color. Heartbroken because somebody didn't get to finish that. I don't know what the story was behind it, but it was probably sad.
Every car has a story.
Yeah, right.
And I used to remember, you remind me of the cars. I did have the story. And life, I love, one of our community used to own the Volvo dealership back in the day here. And he's from Sweden. And I don't want to mention him, which is okay. But I bought lots of projects from him. And I love that guy. He passed away. But one thing he said, we do not have enough lifetime to finish our project.
I know.
I wish he has so many cars. And I love how he used to sell me the car. He said, he just give me a call. Hi, Dodi, bring this much money and come pick up the car. And he was perfect on the number. Perfect,
he was.
And he never make you lose money. He always give me that much money, come and pick up this car, and it is amazing.
Yeah.
How he, and I love his word. We really don't have enough lifetime to finish everything in our life.
I've seen it with houses. I've seen it with boats. I've seen it with cars. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You just get as much done as you can in this lifetime.
If you can. Yes.
Yeah. Right. So. What I was saying was, I joke around a little bit, but people say, "Oh, you got too many cars," and it's like, well, it keeps me out of the bars.
Not
man.
enough.
It keeps me out of the bar. Keep buying, right?
I like car dealer. You always, I have a truck I couldn't sell for many years, and I'm glad you came and I said, "Dodi, maybe let's do that convertible Dodge." And it's very rare. It's very rare, and I love how you have a bigger eye. I have a problem. I could not sell it.
Right.
I still have it.
Yeah.
So it's rare, but it's just not rare for somebody has to have willing to take that project.
Every time I look at a car like that one, I won't say what it is because I don't want anybody to go buy it before I do. Or like the blue one, every time I see it is like, how is that thing still here? If I had enough garage space, that'd be mine.
Don't tell me. I hate my son. When he said, junk them all, I said, I'm going to junk you before I junk this car. They're my children.
This car's twice as old as you
so
are.
Why you keep this junk here? You couldn't sell it for 4 years. They should go to the junkyard. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting to
his point, but at the same time,
he has his point. No, he's a good kid.
Sure,
he has his point, and he look at it as a business.
Sure.
And I'm really not a good. I don't want to say I'm not a good businessman.
You're a good businessman.
But I just
I need more room. I just need more room.
No, even you have enough room. You could fill up anything you want to. But I do see this potential.
Yeah.
Every car has potential.
Yeah.
And every car has should go to a home.
Yeah.
I am 100% against junking cars or like crush them for
Sure.
money or
Right.
it's your childhood. It's your dad car, your mother
Right.
car. Why do you go ahead and buy something? I don't want to say Tesla or something else. You should keep your history.
Yeah.
You know how you honor your father has one or your mom drove
Sure.
one. So I think it's our, like we attach to them. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, you never know what's going to touch somebody, you know. Maybe somebody had a Volvo wagon in the 60s or their mom had one, or maybe they had a Duster or some old, I don't know, some old car that, what was the other one? Oh, the Maverick.
Oh, Maverick. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Piece of crap. But, boy, you see them around and they're brand new looking, and it's like, holy cow, that's actually a pretty car. You didn't think so back in the 70s.
It doesn't. It's like Ford Tempo. I mean,
It's still ugly, right?
they're ugly, but people, they have one. I
Yeah.
mean, and it's funny. The ugliest car now become the most famous car.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So people want them, yes, yeah.
You never know what's going to hit. Wow.
You never know, but...
Those early 90s Chevy pickup trucks are going to be huge.
I see that, yeah. Love
That's going to be a classic. Those are beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I love
Especially
those.
the 4x4 and all this.
Yeah, right.
But see, every place has a different taste.
Sure.
I'm glad I find a place for the Lincoln when you bought the car because it's not Monterey style.
No, it's not.
You have to remember, you saved my life. How I'm going to sell this boat? This is not Monterey for big Cadillac or Lincoln. It's, I did realize Mercedes, little MG, midget, Bug Eye Sprite, all this
you had a few of those.
2000, like a little different European.
Yeah.
So this is the face of Monterey, It's not easy. It's very difficult to sell a big American car in this area.
And you could probably put two small cars in the space where that one car was sitting. It was so huge in that little tiny lot you had.
Yeah, that's. I agree. You can put 4 Porsches where you link it.
I know, right?
Yes,
truly.
It's hard. Yes.
And make more profit on them.
Profit.
Not a whole lot of profit on an old Lincoln.
Profit and loss. It's in God's
hand.
hand.
Well, yeah.
I honestly, a lot of people say, how much you make money this weekend? I said, listen, God knows and we guess. How did you take it? Honestly, we don't know what profit. Profit, you could do everything possibly you could do, but in the end, it's in God's hand.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sorry to say it. I'm not trying to move it to religious, but it is fact. It's in God's hands. So
yeah, sure, right.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, right. So you're Muslim.
Yes, my religion.
You're still Muslim. I met your daughter.
I'm still Muslim. Thank God. No, I became more Muslim when I came to America.
Did you? Even more, right?
I was, I said, I'm going to have my little freedom here.
Yeah, right.
But I find out freedom is not free. So stick with the religion you feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
And
right.
And nothing wrong with the religion. They help you. If whatever help you in your life, I think that's the best way. And they're all in God's hand.
Yeah.
Yes, you want to be in God's hand, not the other hand.
Yeah.
That's my recommendation to everybody.
Yeah. We just had a fella on not too long ago, Changiz Lahiji, and he's what was the first Muslim Green Beret. He was the longest serving Green Beret. What an interesting guy, what a great guy, and what an interesting story coming out of where he came from in Iran, and
as we all know, we love Muhammad Ali.
We're great friends.
We love Muhammad Ali. He was a good boxer.
Muhammad Ali, yeah.
We love him. I mean,
Sure.
everybody, I don't care what religion. Like I said, we all love him, and he did a history of the whole country. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Very interesting. I did meet your daughter and her husband.
Oh, thank you.
Pretty girl, yeah. I was walking through the lot, and they're like, "Can we help you?" It's like, "No, I'm just wandering around. Your dad knows me," or they introduce themselves.
Well, in the beginning, they told me,
"What a beautiful family."
Having children in this country costs you a lot of money.
Yeah, buddy.
That's what they told me. But in the end, to me, it pays off.
Oh, for
because
sure.
when they're not working, they could come and help me.
Yeah.
So now
you had 5.
You have 7.
7.
Oh,
you made your own help.
Oh yeah, I did. I did.
So one really, computer guy.
They did help. Yes. Yeah. And they're all good kids, and thank God they're all good kids.
You grandpa now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I see myself maybe in a couple of years.
Yeah, sure. Right. With 7, you're going to have a whole load of them.
Yeah, we have loads.
As the years go by, man. Right.
It is. That's what my wife said. We need to keep the big house because they're all coming back with children now.
That's right.
You know?
I'm at 6 grandsons right now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So no girls yet. Yeah, so look forward to that, man.
That's wonderful.
What a joy.
Yes, yeah.
Right. So, heck yeah, man. Yeah, I just took them out camping, went up to Michigan and took them up, you know. Do you ever do business in Michigan or anything? Or
I travel.
I was going to ask you that because it would save me a lot of money if you ever needed a car transported to Detroit. I could drive one of your cars.
We do sometimes.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Let me know on that.
Thank you for reminding. You never know where the car. See, in this business, you never know where the car end up going.
Sure.
A lot of people say, "Oh, where did you sell? Where it's gonna go? Who knows?"
Yeah.
Like I told you, nobody knows where they end up going to Korea, going to Japan, and going
to everywhere. That's true too.
Yeah, you never know where the car going to.
Yeah.
China, going to now even some Chinese love old cars.
Yeah.
The Japanese love old cars. The European, the English love Mercedes.
Japanese,
even
they're even buying the Mustangs.
You don't know where the car leave.
Yeah.
And now right now I do see most of American love to different state. See, you have to remember, we're very lucky in California. Less rust. Our cars is more like different.
Right.
So a lot of people prefer to buy a car from California.
For sure.
Yes, yeah.
It's a sought-after thing. If you put that on your advertisement, California car in Michigan, that's the first one they're going to look at.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise, it's going to be all rusted out underneath. And,
I see.
California car. I sent a BMW X5 back, and I think it was an 05 for one of my daughters. And people are just going crazy. That tailgate alone's worth $3,000 here because there's none left.
There's no rust.
Because of the rust, you know.
I agree.
So, this is the place, man.
This is the place.
Fell in a perfect spot.
Like I told you, it was by accident. The best accident in my life.
How'd you get into cars?
Oh, that's a good question. I love. I'm glad it's better than the where you born.
Where you born?
That's a tough question. I wasn't good in school.
I see.
I failed so many. I'm always dropped from school because I have dyslexia and I can't even. I still kind of struggling, but I it was difficult. And my dad, shame, you know, in the family I live, my father is a doctor and all this. So really, it's kind of, and what's wrong with you? Big shame. So I always hide different places. So really, I never really be good at school, and it's fine. But sometimes God find your ways. You know, nobody. Just try the best you can, and you'll find a home for everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of choose. First of all, my major was hotel management, and but I love hotels, but it didn't really work very well because you want to force people to drink, and I don't want to try this taste and try that taste. And I felt like, well, I'm getting people drunk.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be doing this. So really, I couldn't pick up that business that good.
Like a bar, you mean?
So I've been fired. No, like restaurant even.
Oh, I see.
As you know, coming to Monterey, the first job you're going to have at the wharf.
For sure.
I don't care. If you cross Mexico or somewhere, first job will send you to the wharf.
You
have a lot of friends.
Or
go work for a year.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And that's it. And the nice thing, I did look like Mexican, so that helped me a lot.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
People love me because, hey, Miguel, come here.
Go see.
I always get a job. I tell you. It was the biggest help. I think God has blessed the look because people, yes, amigo, come here.
Yeah.
And I always get jobs. So I did so many work. I did hotel management. I was always trying to find businesses. I was a professional moving pianos around, but it didn't work. That's a nightmare. Your back get you. And I did for the county. I worked for the county of Monterey. Other job. And I didn't realize that's a good job, but I as you're young, you want to have your freedom. No, I'm not going to work night shift. So you don't know. You have to build your step up.
Right.
And I worked also at Marina's city for the snack bar, their school district.
Oh, yeah.
And I was involved with a couple of years with them, and I enjoyed it. Seeing all the kids and fun, and also nachos and hot dog and all this.
Right.
But in the end. It all came to cars was my life, you know.
Sure.
And in the beginning, I always sell only Toyotas and Honda.
Yeah.
Only cars I sell. And we used to walk up early in the morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning, look at the newspaper.
Really? Yeah.
Oh my God! And call people middle of the night. Hi, and you have to say like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm working for the hospital. That's why I'm calling late. Oh, I'm sure. Can you call me at 6? It's kind of, and you want to call him before somebody else take the car.
See, there's that
and
too,
it was
right?
struggling because you have to get the newspaper at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was no like now it's different.
Ads,
Yes, a classified
right,
ad, and go because 10 people hunting the same way. And it's funny, we're all going for the bread. And when I get the bread, I said, wow, God has blessed me. And it's all by mistake. Like whoever made it to this, it is so, if you see how it works, it's, you believe, you should believe in God.
it's not supposed to work.
It's like, I tell you, a couple of weeks ago, I took this car I'm sorry if I'm taking your time.
Not at all.
But I took this car to that mechanic. My son told me, oh, he's a great mechanic. Give him that job.
Yeah.
I took him that, I don't want to mention where, but
sure,
56 or 55 Thunderbird. I said, can you work on the brake a little bit? 2 days, he didn't do anything. I came back. I said, I told his neighbor, I found out he's a good friend.
Yeah.
So my neighbor said, come walk with me. See what's wrong with, he's also a mechanic. Why he's not working in my car? So I said, what's wrong with you? It's been here 3 days. So he told my friend, said, hey, this is a need Jesus to be fixed. So I laughed. I said, I love how, he said, Dodi, he brought me a car, need Jesus. I need Jesus to have get this car fixed. I never know that expression. But like I said, I'm not from here. I'm
Needs
from
a
there.
higher power.
So higher power, he needs higher power. I said, oh boy. and I thank him for honesty and his kindness.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's funny. And my friend told him, oh, it's okay. Just,
Got a sense of humor, man.
You have to be kind to everybody, whatever their knowledge is.
Yeah.
But I love that expression. I need Jesus to get this car fixed. So they're not easy to fix these old cars.
Yeah.
But you have to have the patience, and you have to take them to the very knowledgeable person.
Yeah, for sure.
As we always said, when it comes to a car, I always send them to a guy, your neighbor. He's an amazing guy, and he's just he helped everybody, and he's amazing. We're lucky to have him in our community.
That's for sure. I had a feller in here that he brought in a motorcycle that I'd never even heard of, and it had a sidecar on it. It was from like 1930.
Yeah.
And he brought it to Guy.
Yes, amazing.
And Guy just made all the parts.
Yeah.
He just made them.
Yeah.
There's just no way he's going to find anything like that from before the war. He just made it. Machinist,
He's
right?
a machinist.
I
tell people,
that guy says that guy in the back of your building is the best mechanic in California.
Yes, yeah.
And he's got a lot of cars, this guy that I was talking to. So I don't know if he's the best, but he's right up there.
No, he's the best.
I think he is.
I mean, in my eye, he is the best. And he's an honest. And he tells them up front. And I think we need to, his knowledge is very beyond everybody's.
Yeah.
Yes. And I wish him the best as a community. Yes.
We'll try to get him on the podcast one of these days.
Oh my God, you should.
He's so busy.
He's so busy. Yes.
Yeah. So one of these days we'll get that guy.
It's hard to find.
Yeah. Right. Yes, yeah. Well, one thing about this show, I'd love to have people on that are successful in what they do. And, and I appreciate you sharing with us the journey that it took to get to where you are. Because so many people, they want to jump out of college and start their own business and be the CEO and everything. And, like I always say, don't miss the journey, So thank you for sharing your history with us.
Pleasure. It's not easy. After a while, your brain will be damaged because you see so much stuff and you see so many tricks and you see a lot of stuff. So really, being in this business, like any business else, eventually you need a break and you need to, your brain always, I realize that business is not for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Right. When I bought that car from you, you had a picture up on the wall, something about, weren't you helping out on like a CIA or what was that you were talking about?
Oh yeah, back, see, tell you look always help you either way. So
tell me again.
You look always, like you said, you look like celebrity.
I got my eyes open. I know what's going on.
So back when 9/11 happened,
okay,
it was a tragedy. and it was confusing for a lot of people.
Sure.
So as a board member in my community, the FBI always that's assignment to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Who's behind this? Is
Yeah.
The community? Is some of them bad boys or what?
Yeah,
How are we
right.
going to deal with this situation? So it's funny. We met the FBI at the mosque, and they were not people like you and me. They
Sure.
were like people
Yeah,
couldn't find a job, and they end up having. They end up having. Honestly, the guy came from Arkansas. One guy came from. And more, people. We're all the same.
Sure.
We're all looking for bread.
Yeah.
So if you're honest and you just see what they're and we welcome them and we have a little meeting with them and tell them, if you have an issue with a Muslim or this one, you need to learn about Islam.
Right.
And that will give you more how you're gonna fight to fix Ford if you don't learn about Ford.
Right.
So really. And they go, what you trying to tell us to learn about Islam? I said, well, I hate to say this. Your position is target to see if this is who's behind this.
Right.
But technically, it's not a religious issue. It's just how the system want them to do some research.
Yeah.
So they brought an idea. We need. They have a citizen academy at that time, and we need people to come in from the community.
Yeah.
To volunteer in San Francisco for 6 months, going back and forth.
Yeah.
We'll give you lunch and.
Sure.
A little, I don't know what they. I got a good lunch and they called me Dodi. What do you like? I'll give you Middle Eastern food, but Greek food.
Right. A little bit of lamb,
excellent.
maybe.
The food was excellent, but the trip was a long trip. So I did volunteer myself for 6 months.
Yeah.
And I loved it because you go up in San Francisco, the main office, you meet all the shark, the big guy,
Really.
and you listen to so many stories. And in the end, you give them a message for the safety of our community. And, like you said, this community we have all over the world. We have Japanese,
Sure.
we have Korean, we have Filipino, and they all lived in the same community we have here.
Yeah.
And we have Italian, a huge community Italian. So really, show them, how we could make this more safe
Sure.
and protected. So I did enjoy the 6 months, but it was tough. I have to bring a driver with me, take me over there because I have sleep apnea.
Oh, yeah.
So I can drive.
Be on the
It's just
road
hard
in the
to,
dark, right?
And it was back and forth for 6 months, but we have a great time with them. We get to know them.
Yeah.
We get to know each other more. And
They
come up
brought
to-
in a panel of Muslim people?
No,
or they
international,
were from everywhere?
like everywhere, fire
I
department,
see.
police department, and brought some academy, people from the community.
Yeah.
So that kind of merged them to bring people from that. It was a great. I highly recommend people to go to the academy at the FBI. This is a great event. A great knowledge. They offer you a job, but they said, Dodi, pay me more. I love Dodi. I'm not going to. So even in the end, they offer you, like, if you want to work with us. But I do have a job and I have life, so it's a different.
Yeah, right.
It is a good job, and it's good to go there because if there's somebody looking to tell the truth and protect our United States, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
So do not to be afraid because all what you just, it's nice to have honest people in their system.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody is looking for. So we have, for 6 months, back and forth. The last day, they have the graduation, we call it.
Yeah.
I love the graduation.
Yeah.
You should come that way. But
Sure,
no
right.
one, you could shoot any gun or any machine gun you have.
Yeah.
So they take you to a field, huge field,
Yeah.
and has bullet everywhere and feel like it's a candy store.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
I know.
I took my son. He was 2.5 or 3 years. I don't know if you saw the picture. My son was with me.
Oh, he's 2.5.
Two
Well,
and a
that's
half
a
or
while
3
ago,
years,
wasn't
and
it?
he walked with me, Ollie, and the guy told me, "Are you nuts? We can't let the child come with you." The guy said, "We're not gonna let you come in." I said, "Well, I could go then." It's fine.
Right.
No one could. It's like you said. I have my dog with me. What's wrong with my dog? I can't. Someone has to hold the dog.
Right. Right.
So I said, "No, my wife she's busy and she have the other, and I have
We
my
don't
child
have a
with me.
choice.
I have no choice." He said, let me talk to my other big boss.
Yeah.
So he did talk to his boss. He said, "There was trouble. He's asking us. You have a child with him, 4 years old, and he want to come in
Automatic
for
weapons.
the automatic weapons and all this.
Right.
What should we do here?"
Yeah.
He said, "It's fine. I could leave." So he said, well, let him come in with the child, put him inside that box.
Oh, right
This
on.
little box there.
Oh, yeah.
He said, let him stay in that box with bulletproof
Right.
while he's doing the, the
Right.
event, having fun with us.
So they had it all set up
that
for
was
you.
very nice of them. They
Yeah.
let Ali, and I have Ali's picture inside that box.
Really?
I took pictures still in the office.
Could he see you?
He could see us.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
he could
so
see
he
us.
could see you
but
shooting
he has
the
to
guns
be
and
there
everything.
while we're having fun for a
Yeah,
couple
right.
hours.
I wonder if he remembers that. That's right on
Oh, he
that.
does remember
Does he?
that, of course.
Oh, yeah.
You can't forget that.
It's right on the borderline of starting to pick up
shooting
memories.
and all this and really,
Oh, yeah, right.
it was a most fun gathering.
Yeah.
You have all this stuff, whatever you want to shoot.
Yeah.
So it was fun. That's what. In the end, they give you a certificate. The one you saw at the office.
Yeah.
I left it in the front of the office. So everybody comes. FBI Academy.
Yeah, right.
Citizen Academy,
Yeah.
which is really, it's nice to have it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still offer it, but that's a great event.
Yeah.
Because you meet people from all over the United States,
Right.
and they came for that event. Yes.
It's like a melting pot, man,
Yeah, melting
this
pot, yes,
America.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
or a salad bowl or whatever we call it, because you have little pieces of different things. But that's what's beautiful about America.
It is.
That's what I love about this show. I can talk to anybody from all kinds of backgrounds, and you may not agree with some of the things I agree with, but so we'll just stay away from that and have a great time.
Well, like I tell people, if you love whoever you want
Yeah,
to love,
man.
you could just. But the end of the story,
Right.
we have to honor this country has kept us.
Right.
Left us for all this years. I don't care
Right.
from Italy, from Palestine, from
Everywhere.
I of course we are hard with everybody, especially with the Palestinian children and all this what's going on in this world.
Yeah.
But in the end, our love to our country here. So
Right on.
It's been a great country.
That's what it comes
easy on
down
us,
to.
and that's
Yeah.
how we feel.
Okay, enough of the serious shit then.
Yes, yeah.
Do you collect cars? Do you have cars?
That's what people ask me.
You don't have any.
I told you I have 7 children. You don't.
Those are,
Yeah,
right?
I collect children. I'm
I've
sorry.
got one car for each of them, right?
No, I have 7 cars. I'm not a collector.
No, you don't
I
have
just
any
buy and
old
sell.
50s Porsches
My,
hidden
my,
away.
no,
or
no, no, no,
anything?
no, 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 no,
Really?
no. I tell you what, I wish I did somehow, but I live day by day.
Right.
And even I wish maybe a lot of people say, did you hide somewhere here, there? I did hide one overseas one time, bought
you?
it in Kuwait, and I thought like if things happen, I have some other thing in. And I saw that somebody in Qatar, and now I brought it back to the United States. But no, I don't have any collection, and that's what we want to say. Can we see the real collection?
Yeah,
we don't want to
right.
see the real collection. I collect
It's out on the lot.
and a lot. But you see what we have, especially
That's
your
funny,
Dodge
I know.
convertible. I like your truck.
How come that's not gone yet?
I don't know why.
That's just so cool.
I hate my son. He doesn't put an ad. He has to put an ad for that car.
I saw an ad for
He
it.
did?
When you first got
He
it.
probably put it for nothing.
But it, he was
Yeah,
like, free. I'll give you $10 to get it
he
out
said,
of here.
Oh, I don't know the boys from here. They're different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything that's different, I just love.
Yeah. I tell you, if you want a car, just go to Ali. Don't come to me because he told me.
You just go to him.
You don't sell car. You just what do you say? You break the sale, or
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a great kid.
He's a
man.
good kid.
I'll stand there and ask him stupid questions. He'll keep on answering my
wish him the
stupid
best.
questions. He's a
It
great
is,
kid.
It is, yes.
Yeah. So, oh, great, man. I sure appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you for giving me the chance.
Yeah,
and
sure.
see people. I love my people, our community. For
Oh,
many
man.
years.
You were here when I got here, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Same
I don't
time.
know how long you've been here, but
Yeah.
so
Wow.
I was
Interesting.
like, man, they got a car for car shop for projects. It's
Yeah,
like,
car for project.
Oh man,
Yes. No,
that is so
I
cool.
want to thank you again and thank your whole crew.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate to give me the chance to see you guys.
Well, there's not too many places like yours. Is there a place they can go to, the people that are listening, to look at what's available or to look up your place? Because this is going to go all over the country, And
I tell you what, if they need a car show every day, it's dodiautosales.
yeah, right.
Like I said, I don't have to go to a car show. I'm inside the car show.
No, right, right,
So
right. Is
I-
there an internet, a website or something?
My website. I'm old school. So basically, my kids
Oh, exactly.
on the what they call
Facebook,
and also
TikTok
Instagram and TikTok. Oh, the TikTok just drove me nuts.
I didn't know how to turn that on.
So that's how all my kids on that stuff. But
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I'm still the way I am, old school.
In the dark ages.
They're trying to change me. They're trying to take all the cars and put some fancy car. But Dodi love the project. So if you have a project, call me.
Or if you need a project.
Or if you need a project.
Or two or three.
With a project, yes. Yes.
But there are real diamonds in the rough there.
Yes.
You know, I joke around they're project cars, but some of those suckers, I've seen a couple of Rolls-Royces over there. I've seen a couple. Man, there's some real jewels that you got.
Because you have bigger eye, trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love cars.
I know. My eyes like,
Your eye like a
Rolls-Royce.
bigger
Woo,
eye, yes.
how can I make that mine? No,
Yes.
don't stop that.
You know, don't junk them, fix them, put them on the road. You know.
Keep stacking them up until we find it. Kick ass. All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. I sure appreciate you tuning in. Found any value, man, hit the subscribe button. And love you guys. Talk to you soon.